Hi, we are Todd and Melissa Chingway. Adoption has always been on our heart. We have two bio kids, Joel and Adeline. After our daughter was born, we felt the Lord reminding us of adoption. After several conversations and asking friends for prayer, our journey into international adoption began in February of 2020, and we submitted our application to start the adoption process. The pieces of God's plan began to happen.
Jeremiah 29:11, For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. In March of 2020, 5,000 miles away in Bulgaria, our son Tricho was placed into foster care. Later, we saw this as a God wink that our journey ran parallel until we would meet. Even though we weren't with Tricho at the beginning of his life, our Heavenly Father had and still has a great plan. Only He could be the one that wrote the story of us meeting. He knew all the details of our family. We became registered with the Ministry of Justice in April of 2021.
In our period of waiting, we were blessed to see other families adopt from Bulgaria. We were able to establish a community of Bulgarian adoption families even before our son came home. We are thankful that God has given us these friendships.
Along our journey, we are thankful for the support of our family and our friends. As we've learned about Bulgaria, we've learned that roses are a huge part of their economy. Rose oil is highly sought after, and the significance of roses we wanted Tricho to have in his name. We have been blessed by the Andrew Rip song, Roses. God knew our heartache that we would experience, and the Lord knew the plans for Tricho before he was born. And we are grateful that the Lord has entrusted us to care for him.
We were encouraged by attending the Hope Conference and receiving a great deal of training and practical application that we could not only use to help Tricho, but also our bio kids. We are grateful for the preparation this has given us. We have heard Carl say not everyone is called to adopt, but from the support of Beauty Amidst the Ashes, we have a community that supports families like us.
In November of 2022, we traveled to Bulgaria to meet our sweet, social, and energetic 6-year-old boy, Tricho. We got a week of learning all about our new son. It was a sad day when we had to leave him, not knowing the exact date we would be able to come back and bring him home. Before we left, we gave him a bear. It says, I love you in English and in Bulgarian. It was a huge blessing that we were able to do a visit with Tricho before bringing him home. This allowed us to get to know our son Tricho before having to deal with the pressures of our normal family responsibilities. With true trips, this added to the financial burden in the adoption process. The Beauty Amidst the Ashes grant helped greatly with this burden, and we are grateful for all who donated to Beauty Amidst the Ashes. We want everyone to know their donation really does make a difference in families like ours in the adoption journey.
We are thankful to his foster family we were able to video chat with him while we waited for our court to pass. We are grateful for a relationship Tricho has built with them. Once court passed, we were able to travel to pick up Tricho and bring him home. When we arrived home, 3 kids were very excited to meet each other. We continue to learn from each other. We are thankful that God has given us this journey in adding to our family.